Why you don't want an item in your shop to go viral. Hi, it's Pam from Ben McFuzzylugs, and it's Monday, so it's a Etsy tips and tricks talk, and today I want to talk about how you don't want an item in your shop to go viral. So how crazy does that sound? Of course you want an item to go viral. Isn't that the main thing we're looking for on the internet? So what do I mean by one item going viral? This just means when one item totally flies. Someone somewhere sees it, maybe puts it on an important blog or on a website, and that item just totally flies. You getting views and views and sales and everything's amazing. Okay, so this sounds like the absolute holy grail, doesn't it? You have an item that totally flies, and I'm here telling you that that's not a good thing. So you've got one item that's doing totally amazing out of nowhere, and this gives you a total false sense of awesome. What could have happened is you might have just got lucky somewhere. You might have got featured on a really popular blog or a website, or even on TV or something. You might have suddenly been featured. Or you might have hit a trend just at the perfect time, and it means people are pinning your items and everyone's sharing what you've done, and it just takes off a little bit. But this isn't necessarily great if you can't capitalise on it. Firstly, your SEO isn't necessarily that great. You haven't learnt how to write compelling tags and titles. You just hit a bit lucky, and Google and Etsy and everyone is going to give you a boost because you're getting so many views, because you're driving so much traffic. You might get to the front of searches that you aren't actually optimized for. So this means you don't actually know how to recreate what you've just done. If you've just hit on a perfect trend and everyone's suddenly into you, a problem with that is trends die. And you just got lucky with one thing, but that doesn't mean that you're going to realise and be able to figure out what the next trend is. And also, it doesn't encourage you to learn. It doesn't encourage you to learn about your SEO. It doesn't encourage you to learn about what your customers want. It doesn't give you any space to try new things. You can just be making, there's people out there sick, fed up of making owl bookmarks. It was a trend, they've done loads of it, but when that dies, they've got nowhere else to go. They're known for that one thing, and it's a trend, and they don't know what else their customers are going to want. They haven't had time to make different things. Also, what can happen if you've gone from 0 to 100 in just a few days, there's every possibility you can't cope with that. It gets kind of frightening to suddenly have ka-ching, oh great, ka-ching, ka-ching, I don't know if I can cope with this. And you just don't have time to build that relationship with your customer. You don't have time to build a consumer base that people come back to, that they join you on your social media and everything. So it's almost a one-time sale and they're gone. And also, to be perfectly honest, you might not be able to cope with that demand. Your service might not be as good as you'd wish it would be. Your wonderful idea for a little gift and a handwritten card in each parcel, when suddenly you're run off your feet, if you haven't got the systems in place, you might end up just simply putting the wrong thing in the wrong parcel, being late to ship, just giving not the best customer service because you were not prepared for this. On a far more serious note, people might think that this is a fixed income and they quit their day job and put all their eggs in their Etsy shop basket. Now, people can do this, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to quit your day job. That would be wonderful. I'm sure we'd all like to do that. But if this is just from one thing that's gone viral, as I'm saying, it's giving you this false sense. So your shop's based on really, really weak roots. And if that fashion goes, or that blog suddenly moves on to something else, then you might not be so popular, and suddenly your sales might crash, and you don't have the base to be able to keep things going. You haven't built up that customer base. You don't understand about SEO. You don't know what your customers want, so you could wind up in a really tricky situation once the bubble bursts. So I'm going to put up some graphs here of, it's actually my YouTube channel, but it's a good example of how these things happen. I had a long time ago a video went a little bit viral. It went a bit crazy, and for a very short time people were sharing it, commenting on it, and it went a bit crazy. But because I didn't have any of the other foundations in place, I didn't have many videos that I could put them to after they'd looked at that. I didn't understand about SEO. I didn't have a customer base. As you'll see, there's just one big peak and then it all totally dies away. And I'll show you, I've started working on, hopefully you've noticed, this year I've started working on my YouTube channel, trying to grow it from its baseline of very little. And if you look, you'll see with each video that I'm putting, some of them do a little better than others, but there's a little spike in views. But then it doesn't drop back down to the baseline. We've got slow growth, which is hopefully more sustainable in the long run. So that's what we want to be thinking about in your shop, not this massive peak and then everything falls away and you're back at nothing again. You want to be learning something new, you put it into practice and you see how that drives a little more traffic and a little more sales. You try a new product, it drives a little more sales, and just a little thing at a time you're building up at a sustainable rate. This also means it's future-proofing us. We see a lot of people on Etsy, there's always the big shops and they're saying, oh, what's happened? My sales have crashed. And 9 times out of 10 that's because they were relying on 1 or 2 sort of hero items that were keeping their shop afloat or driving at least traffic to their shop, and people were buying other things as well. But if that one item falls out of favour for whatever reason, the whole thing can come tumbling down. So don't think how disappointing and distressing it is that your growth is so slow. Just think you're building strong foundations. So thank you so much for joining me. If this was any help to you, please give me a like, a subscribe and a share, and come back every Monday for tips and tricks with your Etsy shop. Thank you very much.